Let's take a live look now at the White House, where growing tensions between the United States and Iran are taking center stage in Washington.
At a symposium today on Capitol Hill, lawmakers, policy experts, and leading voices for Iranian American relations discussed future strategy towards Iran. Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon was there. Brendan, this event comes just before, really a few days before a pretty important meeting. Good evening.
Hey there, Mike and Eva. Good evening. Yeah, this symposium happening just a few days before a very big meeting, according to President Trump, on Monday. High-level U.S. officials are expected to meet with their Iranian counterparts on Saturday to discuss Iran's nuclear program.
I don't begrudge the administration for seeking direct negotiations, but if you didn't like the book, you won't like the movie. The Iranians are great at essentially dragging out any negotiations to force everybody, including the United States, to succumb to their agenda.
America's approach to Iran continues to demand the attention of U.S. policymakers and experts like former ambassador and White House Middle East advisor Mark Ginsburg.
Everyone knows that Iran is making a mad dash to a crude nuclear weapon. But most importantly, everybody knows that this is a golden moment of opportunity to seize the initiative against Iran in the Middle East.
He and other leading voices took part in a symposium on Capitol Hill Tuesday, hosted by the Organization of Iranian American Communities, or OIAC, to focus on the dual challenge of countering Iran's destabilizing behavior across the region, while amplifying support for the Iranian people's aspirations for freedom and liberty.
The regime in Iran is a threat to all of mankind.
Political director for the OIAC, Dr. Majid Sadishpour, says the current regime is extremely vulnerable.
And the dissent in Iran is very strong. The attention should be given to the Iranian people and their organized effort to overthrow the regime.
But in order to pave the way to new leadership, Sadishpour says,
the free world must, particularly the United States, must offer them moral and political support.
Doing a deal would be preferable.
At the same time, high-level officials in the Trump administration are preparing for direct nuclear talks with Iran this weekend.
Hopefully those talks will be successful, and I think it would be in Iran's best interest if they are successful.
Mike and Eva, President Trump has recently floated military action against Iran to keep it away from developing any nuclear weapons. However, the president emphasized yesterday that de-escalating is in everybody's best interest. Experts I spoke with here today say that the administration needs to go into these negotiations with a goal of making Iran create a timetable to dismantle its nuclear program, while having that timetable sort of verified and enforced by other nations. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Mike, Eva, back to you.